Staying active with a baby is possible, but choosing the right stroller can be tricky. Today, we're going to break down the best options for first-time parents and growing families, plus share expert tips for making the most of your walks and workouts with little ones. Do you have kid stuff in every corner of your house? Do you think it's possible to make hundreds of dollars selling your kids stuff that they don't even use anymore? You're going to learn about the amazing world of consignment and how it can bring value to your family. You might be here because you want to make some money. You might be here because you want to save some money. We're here to help you transition to the next season and the next size. Today is Tuesday, March 4th, 2025, and we're talking with Erica from Fit for Mom about all things strollers. That's what's coming up today while we talk and tag with sunflower sprouts. But first, let's unbox. Okay, today I have a mini brand and it says books. I'm so excited. I don't know what I'm going to find in here, but I might have two of these because we're going to talk about books. Books are one of our top selling items at Sunflower Sprouts. And you actually can, make some money selling your books because most of us have a lot of books. I recommend that you sell just the stuff that your kids are below your kids' reading level. You guys know how I feel about all the trash with these things. So if you're new to this live stream, and if you're just finding us, my name is Jen Stickle. I'm the owner of Sunflower Sprouts, the largest consignment sale in Western Pennsylvania with 2 locations in Pittsburgh and in Erie. And we have 2 events every year, one in September and one in April. Technically, Erie's is going to be in May this season. And I like to unbox toys. Consignment sales are a great place to buy things 50 to 90% off retail. Also, my computer is lagging today, guys. I'm not really sure why. Holy cow, how many? So thanks for your patience. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what I already love about this is there's a lot of bags. I like to unbox toys. Oh, okay, so these might be adult books. They might be kid books. You definitely can sell books with us. The other thing is, so you can definitely, you can sell kid books. You can sell Stranger Things. So it looks like we're going to find some books here. Woo! You can definitely sell books at our sale. You can also sell what we call mom reads. We've been selling mom reads for 1 season now, or no, 2 seasons. What is this? Oh, a Christmas Carol. Okay, you guys know how I feel about the trash, right? Okay, this is a Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. In here, I also got a magnifying glass. It's small, you guys, little pieces, and a bookmark. So a lot of choking hazards in this ball. These are, okay, so the books are, they open, and they've got words inside. Oh my goodness gracious, the light is too good. I'm going to have to show you pictures on my stories later. What is this? Do not use the magnifying glass under direct sunlight in probably 20 languages. All right, more trash. Books sell really well at our sale. We do sell adult reads. So like come and get your books for the beach right now. Okay, we have something to assemble. I wonder if this is the bookshelf. Very exciting. It totally is. I'm going to do that later. I'll show it to you guys on my stories if you want to check it out later. Where's my wish list here? Oh, yeah. Okay, so you can get, this is so fun because a magnifying glass is one of the extra treats you can get. The bookshelf and bookmarks. 4 or 5. There's 6 bookmarks I could have gotten. You guys, you should see my desk. I moved into my room today. I cleaned off part of my bed for you. And I'm making a mess all over my desk. Reminders of him, Colleen Hoover. This is, I think, the 3rd book, I think. Oh my gosh, there are words in here. I need to find out now. Okay, maybe that's why I have the magnifying glass. Pause. No, I'm going to have to. I think these are real words, you guys. I don't know if it's a real book. Okay, so I like this mini ball. Real quick evaluation of the mini ball. I liked getting 3 books. The bookmark was fun. I'm totally going to lose this 5 minutes ago. The magnifying glass, definitely essential. Lots of choking hazards in this one. So much trash. I love that there were multiple bags. That's like my critique on the ball. Okay, back to books. Yes. So what we recommend, summer reads for adult, for like the adult books collection. You cannot bundle those books. They need to be sold individually. If you're going to tag with us, we recommend that you take and when you make your tag in your system, that you put it on the barcode over the back of the book, on the back of the book over the barcode. That's what I meant to say. And then if you want to bundle them, what we recommend is you get books that are of the same reading level. If you bundle books that are of the wrong reading level, they will be rejected. And then you can tie them with a string or some tape, packing tape. Be careful. Don't use too much packing tape or you'll ruin the book cover. But most of the time, packing tape will gently peel off of books. Okay. We recommend that you sell books at least, well, $2 is our minimum, and books will sell for $2. That's still a deep discount, except the Scholastic dollar books. But then what you do is you bundle 5 of the Scholastic dollar books, and you put $2 on it. No rips, tears, no rips in the books. But books are a big seller. Board books, baby books, coloring books, as long as they're not colored in. We normally have about 15 copies of What to Expect When You're Expecting. So price those books to sell. But mom reads are really popular. It's a great way for you to make some money and also a fun little treat to come get as mom. So make sure you can come check out our book selection. Okay. All right. Pre-sale tickets are available for Pittsburgh. Make sure you go check those out and grab a pre-sale ticket. They are available on our website right now. It is time to introduce Erica. Let me bring her up here and get this stroller picture out of here. Let's do this. Okay. Erica is a mom to 2 kiddos who are 3 and 5 years old, and she's expecting, yay, congratulations, expecting baby number 3 this summer. And so she started as a member of Fit for Mom about 5 years ago, and she has owned Fit for Mom for just about 2 years. So hi, Erica. Thanks for joining us this morning. Do you want to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and Fit for Mom?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Jen. So Fit for Mom is fitness. Definitely. That's kind of our bread and butter, but we're also community for moms. We have stroller friendly workouts. So you can see some of the pictures here. You can bring your little ones along in a stroller. We engage them during the class with some songs and bubbles and books. So mom can get in a workout. And then we also have some mom only classes. We have play dates after classes, mom's night out, different community events so that moms can find some time for themselves to get in that workout, but also to connect with other moms and other little kiddos.
I love it. My mom's group was like essential to me when my kids were little. And so I can imagine that's what this is like for you guys. So I think one of my favorite things about your classes, and I've never taken one, but I've seen you like in the North Hills Mall, and I just know just a little bit about, what you guys do. I love that you always like face the kids in the stroller. I think it's so cute. Like I love this picture of all the moms on the wall and they're like looking at their kids in the stroller. It's just so cool. Like you're still making eye contact with them and everything.
As an instructor, that's part of our class plan. Like what's our stroller formation going to be at each station? Because sometimes we have them circled so we can read them a book, and yeah, it's all part of it.
I love it. I love it. All right. Well, I thought we would dive right in. Let's talk about let's start with new moms, right? So I think strollers are so overwhelming. I'll show you this picture. This is just what our floor looks like at Sunflower Sprouts. There's always so many strollers. So let's start with the new moms. What do they need strollers for? And how do they know what stroller to buy? Where do we even start?
So I'd start with the very most basic need as a new mom that you need is you want something that car seat carrier is going to click into, because your baby's going to fall asleep in the car and you need to pull that out and be able to click it into something without waking them up. And it gets heavy to carry that around. So you want something to, kind of take that strain off of one side of your body. So anything that the car seat clicks into is a good place to start. But from there, you might start thinking about, well, do I want it to be a jogger so that it has 3 wheels? Do I want it to have four wheels and be kind of a more traditional stroller. So yeah, even beyond that, there's a lot to think about, but I would say that's kind of the bare bones. You want it to click into something.
Yeah, I know even when I had the twins, there's a couple pictures here. The one in the upper right-hand corner, it's like I needed a twin click-in system. So, like, because I just couldn't carry two car seats at one time. I know there's like a new trick to carry them. I saw a reel the other day about like this new trick to carry them, but like having a frame was just like a game changer for me. It was just a game changer. So now, do you know anything about the Duna, which is like this new, for those of you who don't know, and I did not grab a picture, I'm so mad. It's like this infant car seat that with a push of a button turns into a stroller and then it collapses back into an infant car seat. Do you like, and it's so expensive. It's like $500, but I was joking. I was like, that's a product that might make me want to have a seventh kid.
I do. I've never owned one. Both of my two kids, I think, are like old enough that they weren't out. But I've seen moms bring them to our classes, and they do seem like, what cool technology! Like, what a genius idea to be able to have this all-in-one system. It's like it's the car seat, it's the stroller, it's got it all. I guess I personally, even with baby number 3 coming, I'm thinking it's probably not worth the price tag for me as a third-time mom. Plus, I always have a stroller in my car anyway. So like for me to already have something to click it into is not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But it definitely seems like a really cool concept depending upon, what your situation is. Could be worth it.
Yeah, yeah. And if there's any first-time moms listening, if you are interested in a Duna, come check out our sale. And we'll let you guys know. Follow some stories. We'll let you know if one comes in. We won't know what's going to show up at our sale until drop-off day. So there might be a Duna, there might not be a Duna. But we're so excited to be able to help resell those because to your point, they're so expensive. But if you could get it at a discount, it's tricky though because you can only use them while they're infants. You know what I mean? And which
Yeah, that's
and
great
up to a
point.
certain like weight and so it's kind of a tricky, but gosh, those things seem so cool.
They do. What a genius idea.
All right. Now, do you use a travel system while we're still talking about infant car seats and strollers? These kind of like are like best friends. So do you use a travel system? Do you recommend them? What are they?
Yeah. So whenever I was a first time mom making that decision and like being overwhelmed by this number of strollers, that's what we ended up going with was a travel system. So something, our car seat clicked right into it. We didn't have to worry about buying any sort of a converter. It was all the same brand. But then also whenever my daughter was big enough that she didn't need the carrier, we still had a stroller. So it was kind of like it took us to that next stage where those frames that the car seat just clicks into don't take you to the next level. So it's, I guess for us, it was a way to like take possibly 2 strollers and condense it down into one and be like a little bit more efficient with what we were purchasing. So yeah, that's what we did and what I still have and will use for baby number 3 this summer.
Yeah, that's great. I do remember having one that like the car seat because I had a frame and I had like to your point, you had like these systems that then the car seat would sit in securely. And so but I was also one of those moms who put the car seat on the shopping cart, and I think now you're not supposed to do that. So. But the strollers are safe, right? Like they're meant to. The car seats are meant to sit in those strollers. So yeah. Yeah, so the travel systems, they're kind of a lot to think about, but you're right. I love that like you can have the car seat and the stroller at the same time. It's like one purchase. Probably like a great gift to receive at a shower. And then that they go together and then the bases that go with them. I know people do sell. It's actually a harder thing to sell at the sale because they're trying to keep the car seat with the stroller and like zip tie it all together with the bases and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of tricky. So all right, so if you just had a baby and you want to be able to stay active, do you need a jogging stroller? Can you use the one from the travel system? I tossed up a couple of pictures here from our sale, some jogging strollers. What are your recommendations if you want to stay active? Like, do they need a jogging stroller?
I love this question too, because to me, it like keeps coming back to like, how efficient do you want to be with the strollers you buy too? Do you want to try to just buy one stroller that can kind of do it all for you. And if you do feel like you want that ability to run with the stroller or even just take it off of the sidewalk, like into the grass, you're probably going to want that
Mm.
something that has those bigger tires, like the 3-wheel strollers, like a lot of these pictures you have up there. So I would say, yeah, if you're thinking about anything other than just having it on the sidewalk, you probably want to consider a jogging stroller. So whether you buy a travel system that is a jogging stroller, which you can do,
Okay, so
or
they do come with like car seats and joggers?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, I mean, you're talking about a different brand than something that's like a fantastic brand made for jogging, probably. But yeah, they do make them. That's a travel system that has the third wheel and the bigger tires. So that's something to consider. But
Okay.
if you really want like, the best jogging experience, then you're probably looking at something that's a different brand than a travel system. But then you can really tell they drive really nicely if you get those like slightly more expensive brands. And I
Okay.
love like so many of us have gotten those like nice brands secondhand. So I feel like, that's the fantastic thing about your sale. You can get one of those like really nice, great brand jogging strollers secondhand, and it's still like great quality. And you still get those same,
What's like the
like
Cadillac of jogging strollers? Do you know? Like,
I mean, for me, it's a bob. We have a
okay.
double. We didn't go for that with our single jogging stroller when we just had one. But like once we had a second kid, that was like my big stroller splurge. We have a double bob,
Okay.
and it's like it's
And this
it's
one
it's
down in the left-hand corner is the bob, right? It's a double bob. I think so.
oh yeah, that one is. It's
I
like
remember
it's
it
got that
coming in and
expensive
everyone's like,
price
"There's a
tag.
bob."
What's that?
I said, "I remember it coming in and everyone's like, 'There's a bob on the floor.'" And I was
Yeah,
like, "Where's
yeah,
Bob?" Who's the
yeah.
guy? Like, I was looking for like a guy who was like, you know what I mean? Like, and then it
Right.
was so funny.
Now I bet you know all about them.
I know. I'm learning. I'm trying.
But yeah, so higher price tag, but great to buy used. And they really do drive so nicely, even compared with like, my single is a baby trend. So like a less expensive brand still works great as a
Okay.
jogging stroller, but like you can tell the difference.
Okay. All right. Now, can you run with a baby? What are like, how does this work? I feel like they're so floppy. Can
Yeah.
you
So
tell I'm not a runner?
you're not supposed to run with a baby until they're like around 6 months old and they've got that good head support. And you're also
Okay.
supposed to have them like in something that's very supportive, like the infant carrier, or if you have like a bassinet attachment for a stroller until they're 6 months old. They shouldn't be sitting up in like a regular part of a stroller.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, you're not supposed to run with like really little babies.
Okay.
Wait until they've got that head support and they're not quite so floppy.
Okay. But like it's something that like one of your classes, and we'll talk about more your classes later, but like you guys aren't really like running, right? So somebody could bring an infant in an infant car seat in a travel system and kind of hang out with you guys and work with you guys.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have like some classes and some moms who choose to run, but it's like we break up our stations with either walking or running. So you have
Okay.
either option. Most moms do walk. It's like the perfect chance to catch up with your mom friends and like have
Yeah.
a chat as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. And because
so
you can
yeah,
still
no
walk
need,
with the kids. Just for those first time moms who are like panicking, you can still take a walk with your kid. You can't like do a hard run with an
yes, no
infant.
need to be deterred. We are like fitness classes for all fitness levels. Like we have modifications and everyone is welcome, all fitness levels. You don't have to feel like you need to run or have a jogging stroller to come to Fit for Mom classes.
Yeah. Okay, great. All right. Well, awesome. Hey, new moms, I don't want to overwhelm the new moms. So like coming to Sunflower Sprouts and getting a stroller at a discounted price maybe gives you an option to try something or have one of each or kind of figure it out. Because sometimes for our registry, we're like, we can only choose one stroller. And so it's just I just want to encourage the new moms to, not feel like you have to like get into a pigeonhole with a stroller. You can always change your mind and sell what you have and get another one used, or like Erica was saying, have two as backups. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit too. So, okay, so let's talk to the moms who are going to have a second kid. Like now we've got this one stroller that holds our car seat and it holds one kid, and now I'm having a baby, a second baby. Or a third in your case, right? Like, do I need to get a brand new stroller? Do I get a side by side? Front and back? Do I keep my old one? What are your recommendations for mom's having a second kid.
Yeah, so I think I already kind of let the cat out of the bag as far as what decision I made when we were having a second kid. But I remember like one of the first conversations that I was having with other more seasoned moms of two whenever I was expecting our second. And I received the recommendation that a side-by-side stroller is nice because then the kids can kind of like help entertain each other and help each other out. And I, as someone who's had like two kids in a stroller many, many times, I can tell you that's true sometimes. And sometimes my 3-year-old son is like pulling my 5-year-old daughter's hair, and I'm trying to teach a class, and it's a disaster. But so there are trade-offs to both. Having that front back, some moms love it because then the kids are separated and it takes away that kind of behavior issue of the kids.
Sure.
But then, sometimes my kids do play together side by side. So for me, that was kind of the big consideration. The side by sides do fit through a doorway. I know people often look at me and are like, "Are you sure that's going to fit?" It fits through a doorway.
Yeah.
The people that I know mostly who have front and backs, it's a lot of those, oh gosh, what's the brand I'm trying to think of? The UPPAbaby Vista, where, they had one kid and it seats one kid, and then it, you can buy those extra attachments and it morphs to two kids. And those seem fantastic. And those moms love it. I have heard that they're like a little bit harder, more cumbersome to kind of like break down to put into your trunk.
Okay.
And then, for anything off-roading, like if you're going into the grass or anything, it doesn't have those big tires. But so for me, the side-by-side versus front to back, I ended up going with that jogging stroller, the double bob. My kids sit next to each other and I can kind of take it anywhere. But there are moms who love those front to back ones too. So.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to remember what I had. I think I did have a front to back because I remember putting the infant carrier closer to me, and then the big kid was in front, like looking out at the world. I had a whole I had a bunch of different strollers though throughout my career. For those of you who don't know me, and that you're just finding us, I have 6 kids between 10 and 20. So I don't even have strollers anymore. I went to take some pictures for social media and I was like, I don't even have a stroller in my garage anymore. This is so weird. I mean, I probably could find the umbrella stroller somewhere because that was like the last stroller we took to Disney was an umbrella stroller. And now let's be real. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna have time to chat about this, but like the wagons are where it's at. The Wonderful wagon. We sold one last season, and I was like, this is another product that would make me want to have a 7th kid. Are these wagons? Do you recommend them for like? Does anybody use a wagon at your class?
Yes, they do. And I feel like as a mom of like soon to be 3, that's the one thing that I'm thinking about. Like, ooh, a wagon might be the one addition I need to make to my like stroller, repertoire. But yes, we do have moms bring wagons to classes, and
you can put infant carriers in them, right?
Yeah. I've seen where you click the infant carrier in and then you can actually fit 3 kids. So like you've got the baby carrier and then the 2 kids sitting next to each other. So seems like
for like a day at the zoo, that would just be my ideal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is just to be able to like corral everybody. I saw there was a mom, it was probably 2 or 3 seasons ago. She showed up to the sale with the baby napping in the bottom of the wagon. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's like a portable pack and play. It was brilliant.
You know what? We love our wagon. We have just like a very cheap, like bare bones wagon, but we love it for traveling because I can put both of my 2 kids in the wagon with some of our stuff. Or if one of the kids wants to walk, we can put more of the stuff in there. It's like perfect for the airport and like folds up teeny tiny. So I think there's a great use for wagons out there.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Okay, so strollers, can we buy them used? Do we need them brand new? Like, I know car seats expire. If you guys don't know that, car seats expire after 6 or 7 years. You can buy car seats from our sale, but we make sure that they have at least 2 years left for you. Are strollers the same way?
No, definitely. You can definitely buy a used stroller. I think, maybe you're going to have varying degrees of success depending upon what brand you go with and how used it is. But if you're able to look at it ahead of time and see, like, does it have wear and tear? Like if you're buying it from the sale, you can probably be pretty confident in it. And like I said, some of those brands that come with a high price tag, like a Bob, so many moms in our classes have secondhand, like single or double Bobs. because they really hold their value, even though they have that expensive price tag up front. So I feel like whether you're buying it new and then thinking about reselling it down the road, or you're buying it used to begin with, like either way, you almost can't go wrong. So I would say, yeah, definitely
Okay.
consider a used stroller.
Okay. All right. So you do kind of get what you pay for. If you pay more, you're going to get a longer life and then maybe even be able to resell it. So that's
Right.
great. That's really good to know. And that makes sense based on what we see at our sale, just the abundance of like I'm always surprised with the amount of double side by sides we have. But they do. They last and then you get to this point where you're like, okay, is my kid walking? Like my oldest kid, is he walking? And is my little like I think the strollers had a shorter lifespan than I would have thought originally, but like necessary, right? Don't get me wrong, but like I just thought we would be. I mean, like my youngest is 10 now. We don't have strollers. You know what I mean? So like I just don't know if I would have thought. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, but they're good to resell. Definitely check the tires. They're pretty easy to clean though. I don't know what your experience is, but just like it's like part of my spring cleaning, like a little scrub brush outside with some Dawn and then just hose them off. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
um,
I have posed off my stroller, and another thing I like to do is, since it's, like, usually in my trunk anyway, whenever I go through the car wash and then there's that vacuum at the end, I vacuum my car and I pop out the stroller and vacuum out the stroller too.
that's a good
So it gets
idea, Eric.
a little cleaning, while I'm cleaning the car.
Yeah, that's such a great idea. I love it. Love okay, so let's talk about what stroller we need to work out and go for walks. Fit for Mom is really about getting keeping us active as moms. It's so important postpartum to just kind of move and exercise. So, what other tips you have for working out or going on walks with your little people?
I would definitely suggest having a snack tray. So I know, I know, as the mom of like toddler age up through preschooler, like it's all about the snacks. So some strollers come with that snack tray, some it's a separate attachment, and it's an attachment that you're going to want to invest in because I don't know, at least for my kids, snacks are key, or even if it's like, little toys that they have that they want to put in the snack tray.
Yeah, you don't
I
want them
would
to
say,
be hungry.
right, right. They're a great distraction. I could get into, what snacks take the longest to eat and all that stuff. But that helps with them sitting in the
I have
stroller.
I have a question. I've been out of it too long. Do snack trays like are they on brand or can you buy them as like accessories that are you universal?
I feel like you would probably need them on brand, but
That's what I thought. Okay.
I could be wrong.
Okay.
I know like those attachments that go like up by mom for cup holders, those don't have to
Oh,
be on brand.
yeah.
But then
Those are cool.
yeah, but at least the ones that I'm picturing, like they go in front of the kids. The ones that I have, it's like they click into the stroller, so they probably have to match
Yeah.
pretty well to the brand.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely not like an expert on all of the accessories out there. So I don't know.
All
Maybe.
right. Well, we'll see. I'm always intrigued to see what comes into the sale because we're gonna have a basket right next to the strollers that's stroller accessories, and I'm always
Okay.
like, "What's this? What's this?" Like all the new things, because even though he's 10, like there's all these new things that are so cool. So
Yeah.
right,
Yeah,
snack
so
tray it is.
definitely think about those stroller accessories. I was just thinking about the snack tray, but I mean, you need something for you too. If you,
Mm,
as a mom or as a parent, are getting out there taking your kids for a walk or a run or whatever, you should be bringing a water bottle for yourself too. So make sure you
mhm.
have somewhere to store it for you. So that's a great point. We should be talking about all stroller accessories, not just
Love it.
snack tray for the kiddos. But anyway, I would say, yeah, snack tray is worth the extra investment. And then I would also consider you do want something that's going to be easy enough to push. So we kind of talked about like a jogging stroller versus a more traditional stroller and the wheel size and like how navigable it is. Try driving it around. Make sure it's something that you're going to feel comfortable and it's not going to be like a little deterrent to you to get those kids out for a walk. You want something that's easy enough to push
Yeah.
around that you're going to want to take them out and go for a walk and do something, for yourself to be
Yeah.
active.
Yeah.
So,
Make it easy.
accessories, easy to push. And then the last thing I would say is don't feel guilty if you want
Mm,
to take on this endeavor. If you feel like you want to move your body, whether that's going for a walk, a Fit for Mom class, whatever it is, that's okay and that's good for you. That's good for your physical health. That's good for your mental health. Those kids will maybe even like sitting in the stroller and getting out to see the neighborhood, or, especially if you're running. I feel like my kids are, not that I run a lot with them, but anytime I do, they're the biggest ones, like egging me on, like faster, faster. So the kids can get into it
It's
too.
a ride for them.
Yeah, they're great little cheerleaders. Anyway, so this is a part of self-care as parents that we don't necessarily prioritize. So I just want to encourage anybody listening, like if you're thinking about a stroller to stay active, fantastic. That is good for you. You don't have to feel bad about that, about asking your kids to sit. Yeah. So whatever that takes, whatever that stroller looks like for you, maybe it's just whatever you have, and really anything is fine for getting out there on the sidewalks. But yeah, don't feel bad about it. It's an important part of self-care.
Yeah. Yeah. So important. It's so important. And what a good example that we're setting for them, right? Yeah.
Yes, for sure. My kids love to play workout class and like put their little stuffed animals in the stroller and pretend
Oh
like
my
they're
gosh, I love that. That's great. So speaking about your classes, how can everybody find you?
So you can find us. We have our website is northhills.fitformom.com, or you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Fit for Mom North Hills. We offer first class free. So anytime if you want to come check out a class with us, you're welcome to. We just started doing like a monthly free walk and talk too. If you really, want something like a little bit lower entry, or maybe you're newly postpartum, just come out and meet our moms and go for a casual walk with us. But yeah, any of those places are great spots to find us. We usually have a card and your bags at the sunflower sprout sale too for all of the consigners.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd love to have you out for a class. Like I said, we welcome all fitness levels. The instructor team is certified to work with prenatal clients, newly postpartum clients, as long as you've been, hit that 6-week mark to be cleared for exercise. So we're trained to work with your prenatal and postpartum bodies. So yeah, we'd love to see you out there.
Yeah. Okay. So the pregnant moms can come out.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah. Yep. That's a part of our training.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic for your pregnancy to be able to stay active. I was at the chiropractor yesterday and saying, this is my 3rd pregnancy, and I think it's been my most active one. I'm obviously the oldest, but I feel like I'm feeling pretty good, and I attribute it to, just keeping my body moving.
Yeah, well, and I'm a big advocate as a mom to hang out with moms who are farther down the road than you so that you can seek their wisdom and advice. And so I love that. I love that these new moms, these pregnant moms can come and hang out with you guys and like just learn and ask all their questions and just kind of like from these women who have gone before them. I love that, Erica. That's so great. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, so follow, I'm going to link her up in our stories today. So make sure you go check them out. They're also going to offer a free class at our event this season. So we're going to announce that in a couple of days. So stay tuned for more information on that. Who is ready for spring of 2025? Pittsburgh is going to be April 3rd through the 6th. Consignor registration is full. But pre-sale tickets are available. They started to be available yesterday. Head over to our website, grab a pre-sale ticket. If you've ever shopped at a garage sale, you understand why you want to be first in the door. The earlier you shop, the better the selection, the more strollers you're going to have available. The later you shop, the deeper the discount. Maybe you're going to be able to get that Bob 50% off of what the consignor is selling it for. So Erie is May 3rd through the 4th. Consignor registration is open for Erie. We would love for you guys to come sell with us in Erie. Pre-sale tickets for Erie will be available April 8th. So we're going to get through Pittsburgh event, and then we're going to open up the pre-sale tickets for Erie. If you want to shop at our event and get incredible deals on shopping, especially on those strollers, head over to our website, get on our mailing list, and stay up to date with and get yourself a pre-sale ticket. If you are ready to get rid of the kid stuff that is taking up space in your house, get a box, get a bin, or just dump out a laundry basket and start collecting that stuff. Maybe hose off your stroller and get ready to sell with Sunflower Sprouts. Thanks again, Erica, for joining us. Guys, I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you all in Pittsburgh at the event coming up soon. We're 4 weeks away. Have a great day, guys.